It's no secret that procrastination is something that many people struggle with everyday life. But how many of us are actually affected by it? In this video, we'll be exploring what's behind procrastination and just how widespread the issue is. LifeSpot presents Why People Struggle with Procrastination. We all know how hard it can be to stay on task when there's so much else going on in our lives. But did you know that procrastination affects more than 25% of people around the world? That's right. Over a quarter of the population struggles with this issue on a daily basis. So, what is procrastination exactly? Well, according to psychologists, it's an avoidance behavior where someone postpones or delays tasks or activities they should be doing in the present moment. Procrastination can take many forms, from putting off work until later in the day or week to avoiding tasks altogether. It can have a huge impact on our lives, affecting our productivity, relationships, and overall well-being. But why do so many people struggle with procrastination? Well, research has shown that there are several key factors at play here, such as overthinking, fear of failure, lack of motivation or interest in a task, perfectionism, low self-esteem, and/or anxiety. All these things can contribute to our tendency to put things off until later. According to a study conducted by the American Psychological Association in 2020, 52% of all adults suffer from severe procrastination once a month, and for college students specifically, who often face large workloads, nearly 70% reported struggling with this issue on a regular basis. These numbers show us just how widespread procrastination is across different age groups and demographics. While it may seem like an insurmountable problem at times, there are plenty of strategies out there for dealing with it effectively. From setting achievable goals and breaking down tasks into smaller components to creating incentives for yourself. This method quickly cured my procrastination. American neuroscientist Andrew Huberman explained about this method.
In order to have maximum motivation to overcome sticking points, which include things like procrastination, but also by understanding the neural circuits in the brain and body that release and use dopamine, but more importantly, by understanding what are called dopamine dynamics. If you were to take that state of being unmotivated, of procrastinating, and actually do something that's harder than being in that amotivated state, in other words, doing something that's more effortful, even painful, you can rebound yourself out of that dopamine trough much more quickly. If you're feeling amotivated, but you find yourself cleaning the house as a way to procrastinate, you can say, well, cleaning the house is harder than sitting down and doing nothing. But actually, in that moment or in those moments, that's not the case, or else you wouldn't be doing it. The reality is that the dopamine system works according to what feels hard or easy in the moment. In other words, if you're feeling amotivated, you need to do something and put yourself into a state that's harder than the state you're in. If you're sitting around feeling amotivated or you find yourself tending to tasks that are irrelevant to the goal that you really should be focused on, you need to put your body and mind into a state of discomfort quickly. And the way to do that is to either engage in some tangential activity, meaning an activity not related to your goal that puts your body into a very different state. In those circumstances, it makes sense to do something that's tangential to the whole path that you're trying to pursue, this goal that you're trying to pursue. That is, believe it or not, much worse than just being amotivated. So the key is to figure out something that, for lack of a better way to put it, really sucks, and yet is safe. And by doing that, you steepen the trough, you steepen the slope of the trough, which we know brings you back to your baseline level of dopamine more quickly. So if I'm procrastinating to do something I really need to do, should I just simply wait for that procrastination to evaporate? No. Will it eventually evaporate? Maybe. Will a deadline eventually surface that will trigger me into an anxious or activated state that will allow me to complete what needs to be done? Maybe. Hopefully. But better would be to get out of that amotivated state, that state of procrastination, quickly. And to do so, you need to leverage something that's painful.
Hopefully now you have a better understanding of why so many people struggle with procrastination and what can be done to manage it effectively. Remember, you're not alone in this fight, and if you ever need help, don't hesitate to reach out for support. There are lots of options available if you need help overcoming your own issues with procrastination. If you found this video helpful, please remember to like and subscribe, as it helps us keep making videos like this one. Thanks again for watching. We'll see you next time.